How's things in Iowa, guys?
Good.
Good.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Down and Dirty with the Badger State Tractor Pullers. Tonight's Pro Stock night. So my co-host, Greg Elsing, along with Jason Rauen and Tim Vorwald here tonight. We'd like to welcome them to the show. Just a little reminder to all the fans and everybody out there that wants Points Championship apparel. It closes tonight at midnight. This is the last time that you can get the Badger State Points Championship apparel. The link is on our Facebook page. So if you want to jump on there and grab the link and order up, you got till midnight tonight to order this, any of our apparel for the winners of the 50th season of the Badger State Tractor Pullers. So we'll put this back on probably towards the end of the show, so everybody's got it. So with that, welcome tonight, Jason and Mr. Vorwald. It's glad to have you on board.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you guys doing tonight? How things end up this fall in Iowa?
Good. It's been pretty dry till the last couple of weeks, but yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. You get you farm some ground too, don't you?
Yeah, a little
Jason?
bit. Yep.
A little bit. Yep. Some grain yields good and dry corn went through good.
Yeah, everything's can't complain. Been good.
Great. Good. So
winner,
talk about this. What's that?
Winner of the Pro Stock class, and Jason has 3 Pro Stocks that he campaigns with Badger State and been pulling with this, 3 years now, is it? 4?
3. Yep.
3 years. So Tim and Tim's brother help out and also help with some of the driving, and it takes a lot to keep 3 of them monsters rolling, don't it?
Oh yeah, it takes a lot of work. It's full time all summer long. Yeah. I don't know why we got 3, but we do. Right.
You're lucky you got the guys there to help you get them together. I think, and all you guys working on them and stuff like that. It takes a whole team to keep one running. I could never imagine trying to keep 3 of them running.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's we got a good group, and I'm glad we could win the points for them guys. They worked their butts off, and it's pretty well, these nights are pretty well, late nights and stuff like that is, the wins are pretty well, one in the shop, that's where it starts.
Yep. And are they all big blocks, Jason?
Yep. Big block John Deere. Yes, sir.
They're all, yep. So at least you got the parts for, they're interchangeable for each one of them, correct?
Yes, correct. Yep.
Pretty
they're
much,
all pretty well the same.
Yep. And you
That
work
helps.
with Weimers and for fuel and air mostly?
Yep, Weimer, Fuel and Air, and Riverside. On the engine parts. Yep.
And then tires, what's your favorite style of tire?
We got some Nichols and we got some Mayhills.
Yep. And hard to tell which ones work better.
A sharp set.
A sharp set. A fresh
A
set.
sharp set. Yep.
Yeah, fresh set of tires. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tim who helps out, Tim is the president of East Central Iowa. And how many tractors you guys campaign with, you and your brothers with East Central Iowa?
So we work on, we campaign or we work on?
Well, let's start with campaign and then we'll get to work on.
So me and I have my own, and then my brother Andrew has his own, and then my brother Justin that comes with us once in a while with Pro Stocks, he has his own also. So
Okay, so there's 3 that the Vorwald boys campaign. So how many do you work on now total?
I'd say probably with Jason's stuff and everybody else's, it's probably roughly around 25.
Oh,
really? Oh,
But a lot of them are like smaller 2-hots or farm stock and 360s. You don't have to work on them all the time. You put them together right, you don't have to work on them. So the same thing with these pros. We didn't have these on kill all year. We didn't have to work on them as much as people think. Maintenance is a big thing. If you don't do your, that's when you have problems.
Yep. You got to touch all the bolts and go through the routine and make sure everything's good, just like you said in the shop before you go.
Yeah.
Checking that oil filter every pass and doing stuff like that. I mean, that's what I find. You check the oil filter and it looks good. That's like a win. I always feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Jason, you farm, and what else do you do for business?
Well, we do a little bit of everything. We farm. We got truck repair shop, and we do heavy duty towing and recovery. It's kind of our main stuff that we're kind of involved with.
That takes quite a bit too, 24/7.
Yeah. We deal with the phone nonstop.
Right. And you were telling me one time a crane tipped over in Cedar Rapids. I don't know if it was last year or the year before or something. Not, when you have a tow truck, if you have like a big rotator or something, you don't just pick semis up along the road. You go pick up, stuff like that too, right?
Oh yeah. We bought anything and everything. Yes, absolutely. Any type of recovery. It's big stuff, little stuff, windmill work. I mean, we're kind of the yes people, so we don't turn too much down. Right.
But that's working with insurance companies is probably a benefit once in a while too, right?
Well, I mean, it's yes and no. Yes, I mean it's been a good business.
Well, they'll probably call you for an insurance claim if you do a good job rather than mess around with somebody else, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we got a very good reputation with insurance companies.
There you go. Yep. Perfect.
Naming how you run your business says a lot about a person, and work keeps coming back that way. So
yep.
You have to.
Well,
so you raised
getting back
A model dirt cars. Do you still have those or no?
Late models. Yep.
Late models.
Yep. Yeah. We still got them. Yep. They're. Yep. We still got all of our racing stuff, so we dabble in a little bit, but not as much as we should be. But yeah, we play around with a little bit.
So where all do you do that?
Tractor pulling, yeah.
I mean, we can pretty well go anywhere, but I kind of got burned out there a few years ago, so that's why we dabble with the tractor pulling, and it's been fun. Yeah.
Yep. And
nothing wrong with the change.
Yep. And it's not as big a commitment as dirt track racing, right? Is it? You can get there at like I leave for 2 or 3 in the afternoon for a lot of them, so I did get a lot of work done during the day. But some of the dirt track stuff, you did travel for that a little bit, right?
Yeah, you'd be gone for several days. Yep.
Yeah, that's hard on work and business and family doing that. I would imagine.
It's a young person sport, you know. I mean, in today's world, to be, you know, to run around and be really competitive.
Yep.
I mean, you can run local stuff and do that, but yeah, that's just a different level.
Yeah. So, did you apply for Louisville with all 3 of them, or just one, or
Just two.
just 2?
Yep.
Okay.
One's
We haven't heard anything back from them yet, I guess. I haven't anyway. Maybe I didn't get in. I don't know.
No, I didn't. We didn't hear nothing back on it. Didn't hear.
Yep.
Well, a couple weeks yet before they let anybody know, ain't it?
Yeah, usually around Thanksgiving, I think. You know, so I am going down to the Lucas Oil banquet Thursday. I leave Thursday morning, and you know, we're talking about the full pull mark. I've been asked a couple times about what we do with that and setting it. You know, a lot of times we set it at 350. I think that's a pretty good deal sometimes, right? Until somebody goes like 350 and 3 inches. But you have to set a mark there, and that's what we have to follow, correct? You
Absolutely. Yeah, rules rule, yeah.
Yep. So I know it'll be talked about a little bit again, and I think they should, you know, work on a little bit on the national level too, you know, to kind of rein some of them guys in, you know, because didn't like at in Farley there, didn't they go like 410 feet or something last year?
That was at up north
Minnesota or something.
Oh, Hutchinson. That was in Hutchinson, correct? Yeah. Yep. Hutchinson, Minnesota. 410 feet's a long tug.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. Yep. Working on tracks and sleds, and you guys put the track together in Monticello. And I didn't look at the results yet for the award of the year, but I know a lot of votes came in for a favorite track of the year was Monticello, Iowa, and you just get on the, you know, the voting like that. I don't know if it'll end up being the winner. I can't give that out here, but you know, it's a pretty good for the first year there and having a favorite place to pull. That's a big deal, I think, for, you know, making all the pullers happy. You know, so and that's the first time I went down the track and I smelled, what did you put on there? Dawn dish, not Dawn, pine sol or some damn thing.
Yeah.
What the hell does that smell like? You know,
I'm just glad everybody enjoyed coming down, and we all got to drive, and at least that was the close one for us. So,
Yep.
and at least everyone was happy and enjoyed coming down our way. So I'm just glad everybody.
And as far as one of the fairs where the food, the best place to eat, I went up there and there was 40 food tents up above. That's a pretty big fair. It's the first time I've ever been there. And there was 40 food vendors up there, I think somebody told me. And then we parked next to Laney Wilson's hauler in the pits there. That was pretty cool, right? Yeah, didn't get to see her, but
She didn't come over and buy your t-shirts, huh?
no, she didn't come out and buy a t-shirt.
She was
Maybe
hanging
got
out.
one from you guys.
Yeah. She was hiding out at the Vorwald shop waiting for the show.
Yeah.
Right. So Tim, you've been in pulling a long time, because I know I've pulled against your dad probably 35 years, 40 years ago, 35 years ago. How long has he been pulling?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. I remember pulling since couldn't remember anything. That's pulling's the best record. So
Right. He had a
I was 12 years old. So
1206, a gold one or something, right?
1256. Yeah.
1256.
Yep.
Yep, cool. I seen that thing every time I went to Iowa or close to Iowa. He was there pulling.
Yep. There's a lot of times it was 5 times a night. From
5
10
times,
pounds to 15,000 pounds.
Yep. We all did that back then. That was too much work.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be in pulling if that was going to be the case.
Right. What does your dad still pull once in a while?
No, he's done pulling. He comes around all of our close pulls. He's at every one. So, but no, he don't pull anymore.
Okay. No.
Good supporter.
Yep.
Yep.
Joe Benavati says, congratulations on the season title, Jason and Tim. Out of the 3 tractors, do you have a favorite one?
The one that wins.
The one that wins. Yeah, it's all fun when they're all good when they win.
But you're on the old what's the name of the tractor?
Don't say it.
What's that?
Don't say
Don't
it.
say it. Don't
No,
say
they're trying
it.
to get a new name for it.
Oh, they're getting a new name for it?
It's changed since then anyway, right?
Not on there, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So
We got.
Gotta
Are you
get-
gonna name them yet? I mean, you got 3 of them. Well, you got one that's got a name, the yellow one, Industrial Ford.
We're waiting for you to come up with some good names.
I sent Tim a whole bushel basket full. I guess one of these nights I'm just gonna have to come down with a box of beer and we're just gonna hammer it out.
Probably would get it done, actually. Yeah. Somebody just saying we're just gonna do it.
All right.
Well, we can
as
start
long as I
that.
got a okay. Christopher Templeton, winner of the Vorwald boys, going to convince Jason to build a red pro stock.
Might have red sheet metal, still got a green motor.
We've talked about it, but we'll pass the hat. We'll take some donations. We'll get it done.
That's right. Yeah. Donations. Yeah. We'll finalize that at the banquet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of good decisions get made late on Friday night at the banquet. I can
Yeah.
tell you that.
Goodness.
Yeah. The boys, they passed the hat for Greg to get him out of super farm class. Here you go. Move on.
Yep. Not that I never won. I pulled their 20 years and I never won Super Farm one time. I was second 8 times.
Against
Yep.
Baraboo Wonder.
What's that?
Against the Baraboo Wonder. Randy Baru.
Right. I don't know if he won Super Farm either, but I think he did.
I think he did.
I think he did too. I haven't talked to him a lot lately. I don't even know if he's getting his tractor back together, if it's down to Robbie's or what's going on there. But we'll have to see. We'll be done. We'll be done shelling this week. So thank God. But,
It's all good.
Yeah, he
What's
finished
one of
last week. You know that. What's that?
Jason, what's one of your favorite things pulling with the Badger State tractor pullers?
It's a good group of people, and we have fun. I would say, for the most part, like this year, we just got a little long. It'd be nice to have a couple rainouts or something, or a little, but just seemed like a lot of nights. The back-to-back stuff. But I mean, so there's a lot of times that we really didn't want to go. You know what I mean? But kind of felt we want to do the points thing for the guys and everybody that supports us. So we just kind of stuck with it. But it's a good group of people and it's fun. It's fun. Like I said, we were just getting at the end there. We were pretty burned out. Just whatever happened. So. Yep.
I think you can get that same sentiment from every guy there. At the end of the year, you're just like, I'm done. Yeah. But you still got to look the tractor over so you don't break anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even when you look it over, you still break stuff.
Yep.
So, but you guys seem to have how far you're not very far from RJ's shop, and you guys probably shared parts and stuff back and forth because they have big block deers and all their stuff too, right?
Yes. Yep. We got a really good. Yep.
I think Jim Weimer told me there's more turbos and pumps in Farley, Iowa than there is in their shop.
So I know there's a few of them in our shop. So
Yeah. More in that area code per capita versus any other is probably what he said.
Yeah. No, but I've enjoyed you guys coming along too and pulling with us. I like the competition. You like the best out there. And you're the Louisville winner from last year, so you'll be back there defending it again. And all summer long, that's a flag you can fly, I think. And I like competing against the best there is, And I know you guys didn't go to Slamis Pull Hillsboro. And, Frank and I were there and we both did well. And I think it goes to show that in Badger State, you've got some of the best competition. Obviously, you won it, so that's the best, right?
Yeah.
Today, I would say. But so I enjoy the good competition, and it makes everybody else better. It makes you think a little more about what you have to do when you get there.
Absolutely.
Yep.
There's any of the guys can win at any time. I mean, there's really no slouches, so.
Yep.
Tough
Yep.
class.
And
It's good to see the numbers and fresh blood like you guys coming in too. And you guys come in, rolling high stakes and showed your appearance that, hey, we're here to play. We want to have fun, but we got the helmet on. We mean business too. And that's cool. Cause I think that gets everybody going, as a competitor. And I think it makes the class better, just grows the class, grows the club, and grows the fans.
Yep. And when we're all in the pits, we all get along. And when you get on the track, though, we're all gunning for the guy in the front.
Oh, yeah.
That's you right now. Just so you know. But that's the way it is, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's the way it
Y'all
should be.
all go there for the same reason. So, and if you don't, you probably shouldn't go. So,
Right.
y'all go there to win.
Yep.
Another-
When you show up, you just know I've got a shot to do this just like anybody else, So
Another fun pull that's been on the map too since you guys have come along too is Dubuque, and that's a great show. I think as far as the fans go, you got East Central on one track and Badger State on the other, and back and forth through the night. And it's such a beautiful venue for fans to watch the pull. There's not a bad seat in the house, great sound system down there, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy announcing that show down there with Bear, and it's a great time.
Yep. Yeah, I couldn't make it there this year because thank God that Robbie called me and says, just don't go. It's on your own, because what happened to Craig Ladwig the night before, broke a rod and just destroyed his motor. We took mine apart and I had one rod that wouldn't have made another pass. It would have been the same thing. Was cracking and thank God he told me that. And I wouldn't have been out the rest of the year if that happened to me. So, maybe even the next year, but he got it back together and got it going. He did. He's been doing well too with that tractor. But yeah, I was sorry I didn't get to go down to Dubuque this year. But
We'll forgive you.
Hey, next year, you let me pull twice next year to get my distance better, and add them up. So maybe I can get a win then. How many wins did you get this year?
I don't even know. I didn't really keep track of it. I don't. I honestly, I don't even know. I feel I don't even know how many we've got.
I think there's six.
Six or so, probably, maybe.
Six between all three tractors?
No. I think just mine.
With the 60, I think it was 5 or 6.
And then the yellow one, 2 or 3.
That's pretty good though.
What was one of
Verada
the-
coming out of one camp.
Yeah. What was one of your most memorable wins throughout the summer that kind of stuck with you, that you're like, this is a fun night, or this is really made you feel good, a memorable win?
Milledgeville, is that one?
Milledgeville is when we fucking turbo line.
Yeah, Milledgeville was a good win. I mean, that was a good hook. I mean, they're all good. Anytime you win, in any sport, there's wherever the most crowd is probably the most.
Baraboo was a good one.
Baraboo was a good one. The biggest. The crowd is. Makes you feel like you done something.
Yep. But between you and coaches from Iowa, I wonder, Ryan had a few wins this year too. I think between the two of you guys, you probably had half of them, I would think. I'm not sure, but there was quite a few of them in there.
Yeah, he's won a fair share. Yep.
So I don't even know how
Once in a while, so.
Yeah. Let him go. Yeah. So next spring, we're talking about the pulling Farley, where everybody's anteing up some money and having a show there. That sounds like a good deal, right? You got all three of them signed up for that?
I don't know. RJ he kind of took care of it, so I think he's probably got them all three of them signed up. So yeah, I know we'll have two of them around for sure, but we'll see. It's like I said, our goal is to get down to two of them and just try to have two of them.
Just have two of them, and yeah, Yeah. Are you going to sell them? You think the other ones are for sale or
Everything. I'll sell them all. I'll go
right?
We'll buy a house on the beach somewhere. But everything's
Everything's for sale, right?
right.
I know that. Mine is too.
Then I'm gonna go announce wherever beach he's sitting at.
Right. So when you're on the beach, then we'd all have to have golf carts or something to see who's got the fastest golf cart. That's just all we
Right.
come down to there, right? Because we're all motorheads
Almost.
right there. Yep. So,
Big sand rail.
yep. Some goofy or boats or some damn thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim doesn't look like he's a boating guy though. I don't think he'd relax on a boat. He'd have fun for about an hour and say, that's enough. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that's about right. My old lady don't like that about me. Cinderella.
I know how that is. My buddy's got a big boat. He had a big Sea Ray. And we were on the Mississippi there, and he wasn't going fast enough. And he said, I got to put a bigger motor in here so I can keep up with everything. I said, dude, what do you want? The fastest Winnebago on the lake? Who gives a shit? I said, it's a Winnebago. It isn't a race boat. Yeah, but I want to keep up. He said, but he went and did it. Put a big motor in it just so he could keep up to everybody on the water. You know, but that's the crew of guys we hang around with. That's what would happen. I'm sure of it.
The only thing left stock in your farm is probably your pickup
Right.
and the combine. About all.
And the combines, yeah. We had a combine out from New Holland today with a 16-row head on it, and they were cranking out 9,000 bushels an hour through that damn thing.
Whew.
Yeah. Until they broke the auger.
Was it all around or what?
Nope. Well, one of them was, what 2 rounds were because they didn't have the rock trap closed.
Oh,
Jeez. That would make
Yep. So they broke the clean grain auger on the bottom, sheared it off. So
tough Sauk County corn.
right, it was good corn. So
Yeah.
yeah. So next year, what do you got? You going to change anything, or everything just leave it the same? There really isn't a lot on the market right now for better, I don't think, right?
Oh, you got to get better. You can't just stay where you're at. You definitely got to get better.
You do. But I mean, that's the question about going to Louisville. I always have. Do you go with what worked all summer and you did well with, or do you try something new that you don't know for sure is going to work on the track?
Well, I think you got to probably go with a little bit better. I don't think you'd want to go back with the same. Everybody else is working so hard to beat everybody. You know what I mean? We're working hard to get better. So I think.
Right. But, horsepower is always something everybody wants the most of. But you've seen them new motors come out, the new guys down there last year, and they didn't get 20 feet. They wrecked stuff right on the track, right on the line. I feel I don't want to do that. I don't know. What do you think? More horsepower obviously is always better, but you still got to get it hooked up and get it down the track.
Right. Yep.
Louisville's such a short track too that, everything's a little different. You got to come out harder. You run different gear than what you run in the summer, and get the stars and moons and line up indoors. That's a tough road to hoe as well.
Yep. Like the Monticello pull there, we were going to move the sled. I see my son standing in the background there when you went, Jason, and you just took the lead, and then we were going to put it in a different spot. And we said, well, we better go right where he went. So it worked out. And then Ryan came by after me and did the same thing and passed us all. But it's fun. It's the way it goes, right?
Yeah, it makes it go. I mean, people remember that. So.
Yep. Did they have as the Badger State Tractor was the first time in Monticello? You probably got to talk to some people around there? Were they happy with the show, and did they want us back and all that?
Oh, I think it's probably been the best show there in a long time. Honestly, I mean,
the fair manager texted me a week later and says, make sure you guys get them back next year. So
Good.
them guys
Good.
were so
What did they have there before?
NTPA.
Yeah, it was
So
a great. That was a
Grand
Grand National pool for a long time.
They haven't been Grand National for a long time. They went to Region 5 and then Region 5 fell off. And then they combined 3 and 5. And they were having a hard time getting tractors. You get all kinds of pickups, but no tractors. So that's why they wanted to do a change. So they asked me about it. So that's why I talked to you guys into seeing if you guys would come on and help out. So
Right.
it'd be a good venue for you guys and see how it worked for a year. So, and I'm glad you guys are happy about it. So
It was a good track. Everybody wants to pull in a good track and a good crowd like that, and we co-sanctioned it with the Western Series. The limited pros were there and 2-wheel drive trucks, I think, and light limiteds. We picked up a few trucks and tractors by doing that. So I don't know, is that something probably we should do again, huh?
that's up to you guys. If you guys want to work with Western Series or whatever you guys want to do, totally up to you, Greg, and your guys' board. However you guys want to do it.
Well, I think it worked out pretty well. I think I'll talk to Christy this weekend and see what's up with that. And I would like to see our guys run the show though, the laser and the signing and all that. I think it runs a little smoother. We send our lasers in every year and get them tuned up just so we don't have. Remember, we had them weights with the laser trying to get it focused and stuff, and we didn't bring our stuff down, but I think it's something we should do.
Yep, make the show a little quicker then.
Yep. I've always said that if you got 20 tractors, run the tractors as fast as you can. Nobody wants to sit around for 3 hours to watch 20 vehicles. You want to get them done. You have what you have, and that's it. You can't stretch it out. You can't make it better. Just go get it done. The pullers are happier. The fans are happier. It's a poor show. At least it went fast. We only had 20 tractors there, but it went fast. Yep. That's what you have to do. And then the fair's like that too, because the people, not that we only had 20 tractors, but they want people back out in the stands or back out in the fairgrounds by 9:15 or 9:30. Because if it's 10 o'clock, everybody goes home on a weeknight. We're going home. It's 10 o'clock. We're not riding any rides. But if it's 9:15, let's go ride some rides. We'll go to the beer tent, have a beer, or let's go get something to eat. They hang around a little bit. 10 o'clock is the witching hour. Everybody goes home. I'm that way too. At 8 o'clock, I'm ready to go home. I'm getting old. But you got to get people back out in the stands to make money. That's where the fairs, they've got your money for the ticket in, but they want to make that money, a little more money from you out in the fairgrounds. That's what's explained to me at every fair convention, and it's true.
Yeah.
They want to definitely see stuff going down the track and not stretching it out and watching just the track crew, grooming. They want to see stuff pulling, and the more consistent you stay with that, the more people stay in tune to the show. And once you get to like 3.5 hours of a show, people are kind of wore out after that anyway. And it's harder keeping the interest in there unless there's a class that certain fans are waiting for to watch towards the end.
Right. And it's tough being in the pro stock class and everybody wants you to be the last class, because they think the people are going to stay around to watch it, which they do. But it's hard on the competitors because the track usually is pretty tore up by then, and it is tougher. That, Jason, watching it and there's nothing left here. Where we go, and that happens 3 or 4 times a year.
Honestly, the best one was Jefferson. We showed up, we got the pole, and we got to go home.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, Discover Wisconsin was there, and they were doing a hometown show thing, and Lemke's were part of it, and they wanted to get it with better light and on the natural light, because the lighting isn't real good anywhere as we go at night. And I haven't seen the show yet. I guess I should ask Robbie or one of them guys if it was out, if it's been on yet. But that's why that happened. And I don't mind being first.
He can put us first more.
Yeah. I agree. I'd like it. But I always think they've got your money for a ticket in there anyways already. You know, they paid to come in. What's the difference?
Yeah.
You know, unless you're keeping everybody around for beer or something, drinking beer. I don't know, but you know, the limited pros put on a good show. They could be last once in a while.
Yeah,
You know,
they do.
yep. And I honestly, in Louisville, I think the last 4 years, the limited pros have put on the best show of all of them. You know, they're all right there. They all run. They go down the track, and they're all right tight together. You know, but pro stocks is still they keep them last to keep everybody there too. You know, so which kind of stinks for the person that wins, because when you do your thing out there on the mat, there's nobody there.
Nobody, yeah, everybody's gone.
Everybody's gone, you know. So yeah, they should wait till the next night and do that in the opening, maybe. But no, we don't need to do that. Let's just get the poll done.
Jason, family life. What's family life like? You're married, and how many kids?
I got three kids, a girl, 9, and 2 boys, young boys, 5 and 6.
What do they think of the pulling program?
I think they like it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I see them out there with some other kids out there playing with the toys. They got them all out in the dirt, playing behind the trailers, usually, just like everybody else does, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. They have fun. They love it. So it's just
Good. How about you, Tim?
Me, I got one boy.
One boy, does he come along once in a while?
Yeah, whenever he's not at his mom's, he's with me. So
That's in his blood, I'm sure of that.
yeah. He just don't like it that we're going all the time. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think this year we're at between with Badger State and ECI, we were at 40 some pulls this year.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
been there. And I pulled mini rods full time and was the president of Tri-County, going to all those hooks. You know, they had 24 hooks, 25, 26 hooks sometimes, and then going to the Badger State ones to announce. Yeah, that one summer, I think I had like 50 or 52, and that's just too much, you know. Just that's a lot of work and a lot of nights not home.
Yep.
You still got to have time to work on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Colin Burkholz put, never felt like such a buzzkill having to pull after that awesome class of pro stocks in Monticello. Laugh out loud.
Oh, the limited pros put on a good show there, I thought, too. Or light pros. You had light pros there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That was fun. That's where the boys' tick started in their motor, and we found it the next night.
Yeah, bro.
Yep.
Went from a
We
tick
were
to
looking
a
for the
bang.
motor, and I said, "We'll find it. It's going to show up," and it did. Yeah.
Oof.
But so, Tim, in ECI, how many hooks do you guys have a year? And do you have to go to most of them, or?
So there was actually only 3 conflicting polls between us with Badger or us pulling with Badger State Pros and ECI, and we had 26 polls.
Okay.
That's
And
a hell of a schedule too.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. How far away do you run? How far west and east do you go with them?
So we try to keep it on this side of Interstate 35. So our farthest one was, honestly, it was a new one this year, was Rockwall, Iowa. And I wouldn't say that's the farthest one, but it was a new pickup for us. And for us to do a 2-day show was unbelievable. Nice venue, like track, venue, everything. For us, that was probably our best pull we've ever been to for ECI.
Okay. So in Rockwell, that used to be either Champions Tour or Grand
They
National.
They still do a Grand National hook there. They just want the venue more than once a year. So that's got a hold of us. So.
Okay.
Nice.
We did 2 tracks, 2 nights.
So what do you guys have for classes too? We might as well plug you a little bit for the Badger State fans. They ever get a chance to come out and see East Central? What do you guys got for classes?
So we have, I got them all. I probably missed a couple of them, but So we got 4.1s, limit pros, 2-wheel drive mods. Our hot farm is different than your guys' hot farm. Our hot farm is similar to your guys' pro farm. But and then we have 466 limit pro, super farm, and then our 2 hot farm, farm stock. We have an improved stock class. It's kind of a beginner 4x4 truck class. And then 2.6 diesel pickups. And then we're trying to actually start a light limited mod class. And we're just starting to get that kind of going here now.
So what's a light limited mod class?
So you can run, it's V8 blower motors, kind of like the 2-wheelers, 1 engine of them, or you can run a Allison engine, single Allison, or you can run, it's kind of like the Outlaws light limited class that they have, light mod class. You could actually do a 4.1 limited pro motor in a mod chassis, actually, if you wanted to build something like that. So we kind of took Outlaws rules and trying to start something up there. It's just something neat, something different. Try to start some, get some of these old chassis out to get them out on the track again.
Okay. So, 5 or 6, 8 years ago, RJ had that mod class going, 2-engine mods, and we had them in Mackville. Do they still have that stuff around you guys, or?
Not really. I don't. Not anymore. No. Not
No.
the stuff. No.
They get one.
They have one, yeah, but you don't see the classes around here.
Yeah,
I always thought that'd be a good class if for mods, it'd be a lot, more economical to build, and you'd half the maintenance if you only have 2 versus 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And the people liked it when we had it in Mackville, but we only had 5 of them there, I think, when we did it.
Yeah.
We did it a couple years in a row, but yeah. Well, John, got any more questions for these guys? Or you guys got anything else you want to comment on or say, or got some questions here?
So Brent Geek wants to ask you guys, if you had a chance to drive a different tractor or truck, what class would you do? Would you do that in not a pro stock?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Never thought about it.
Yeah. And, once you've been on a pro stock, it's hard to jump on something else. I can tell you that.
Jason
But
looks
maybe
like-
an alcohol super or something. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say something super that something that had some giddy up to it, maybe. Yeah.
Jason looks like a 4-engine mod guy.
And the neighbor's got one of them. He'd let you on that,
No,
probably.
let's not go down that road.
Tim looks like a diesel super stock guy.
Colin Ross is decent super.
Yeah.
I'd drive that son of a bitch. I would.
See?
Yeah.
I called that one. Yeah. The worst thing of it is, Jason, when you drive something like that, then you'd have to have one. It's just like anything.
Right. Yeah.
Borrow your buddy's trap shooting gun, and next thing you know, you're out buying a new trap gun.
Yep. Yep.
That's how it works. What's your favorite pull other than the one closest to home?
I mean, for Badger State or everything.
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 I mean, I'd say Louisville's pretty prestige, event. I mean, it takes a lot to top that. I mean, they're all good, but it's like I said, that crowd, when you can hear that roar, you know what I mean? It's a whole different feeling.
Yep. Yep.
That's a
I
cool
agree.
place. It's a cool place.
It is cool. It is cool going there, getting towed down into the pits and all the people in there when you get pulled in there. I think that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I try to let my kids do that. I did it a couple times. I try to let my boys do that, get on the tractor and ride in and just see it. And someday they want to get their tractor there, but it's cool to have your family there and all that with you when you do that.
Bowling Green's a good event also. That's good. I kind of forgot about that, but that's good.
Yeah.
It just seems it don't work out for our Badger State stuff. It seems like it just a lot of traveling because we got to be up north and then go there the next drive all night. So
Yep. Well, Sauk, my hometown, was always on Bowling Green, and we moved it this year, Sauk, to early June. But so that weekend is open for Badger State this year. So
Okay.
and a lot of guys want to go to Bowling Green, so it's hard to sign some of the classes, you know.
how many events you got booked already?
It's pretty much the same as last year. It'll be about the same as last year. We really don't have room for any new ones, and everybody's got at the limit of how many times they want to pull. I shouldn't say everybody. We have some classes that want some more hooks. You know, we could move around. You know, but as far as pro stock and limited pro, they're pretty much full. Super Farm, I think, had the most last year, if I remember right. Light limiteds would like a few more. Two-wheel drive trucks are happy where they're at. Diesel trucks have too many. You know, so it's hard to orchestrate all that. Tim knows that too. I don't know why you limit your guys to try how many hooks they have for the year, and not try to run them ragged.
We're trying to actually cut all of our stuff back. We raised our rates up some because 26 hooks, and when you got, it's the same thing with you guys, you know, you get 5 classes that everybody wants.
Yeah.
You get them 5 classes up to 18 to 20 hooks, they want to go travel somewhere else. So what I'm trying to do is pay our guys a little more if they're going to have to travel to 18 hooks a year, you know, or otherwise they're not, if they don't want to pay the extra rate, then they gotta, we try, I honestly, 16 hooks a year is enough.
Yep.
Because we all want to travel and go see different places. It's a lot funner to be able to go to different associations. Like me, it was nice for me to come up and see how you guys run your shows, because there's things I change from seeing how you guys run, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what you have to pay attention when you're pulling with somebody else to see how they do stuff, because maybe it's something you can bring home and make better, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I watch other places when we go. I watch how other people do stuff.
Yeah. I think 6 max is enough for a puller if they want to go travel, you know, a bigger class guy, you know, like pro stocks, limited pros, things like that. And then that way, if they want to go travel, they can, you know,
Right.
Champions Tour stuff or Grand National or Silver Series and stuff like that. So
even if you don't go anywhere else, it's nice having a day off, a weekend off.
yeah, yes.
You know, I feel, you know, you
It's
get out in
also
the
fun
late.
to go to another event and not have to work or load up or get things ready or whatever. It's just fun to go with a group of guys and just go see another pull somewhere too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I talked to Tom Gallus, who's going down to Louisiana again in the spring or something like that. He went last year. He said, I'll go there again. Pulling outdoors. He thought that was fun in the spring instead of going to Cloverdale.
Yeah, him and Rod Wickman went down there, and Rod Wickman won with one of his tractors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went to Florida last year too, I think, and pulled.
Think so, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's fun getting out and traveling, like you said, Tim, and going different places and doing different things. But it's also nice to get done with a pull and you're only within a couple hours from home too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Years ago when it was ATPA, I went to Florida with Gary Brinkmeyer to Fellsmere Park, I think it was, and that's on the east coast of Florida, and they got that little track in there with the little boats. We were pitted where the little boats race around that little creek thing, you know, and they crashed a lot. Freaking alligators in that. So that was a new thing, alligators at your pits, you know. Yeah, when you were down there. So I thought that was pretty.
Didn't they race swamp buggies and stuff there too?
Yep. It's Disney World owns it. It's a pretty cool place, but the track was, I mean, you finished in your pull order. It was sand, you know, but it was pretty neat. There's a lot of people there. I was surprised they didn't do that again. You know, but it was fun. We all spent the whole week there. You know, they pulled 2 nights, Friday and Saturday night. We were all there for a week. It was a good time. Yep.
So we're getting close to the banquet, and we're getting close to time here. And Jack Spots is just looking for a few more people with their tickets to get in. They're all sold. So boy, may the luck be to someone win again here this year that we know, or someone we sold our tickets to. And so I'm going to be meeting up with Jack. I got to collect a couple tickets from a couple other guys close by and meet up this week. So thank you to all the pullers that sold tickets and helped out for that. The banquet coming up December 7th, I do believe, is our banquet. So any of the fans that want to come can still come, I do believe, right, Greg? Can they still get
I
tickets
think
to the
you
banquet?
got to get your name in right now. I think if you can, I'm not sure, but it might be a little late. You have to look on our website.
Check in
The
our
rooms were
website.
gone. The rooms were all gone the first weekend.
Yeah. It will be live streamed, so you'll be able to watch it probably right here on our Badger State's Tractor Pullers Facebook. So we're going to live stream it again. It's a great event. It's a lot of fun. The cool part about it is we all get to sit there afterwards and shoot the breeze at one another, not worry about having to load up our equipment and try and head home and whatever. So it's a fun event. We also raised quite a bit of money for UW Children's Hospital. So we're looking to finish that off and cap that off and have a better year than what we did last year. And I know, Jason, you've helped out with raising money for that too. So we can't thank you as well. Thank you enough for helping out with that and helping out with the auctions and stuff. So it's just a great event all the way around and a good way for everybody to get together, have a good meal, and be able to have a nice evening. So,
yeah.
So that's coming up.
I'm sure we'll have some great auction prizes again, like last year, the hockey game, the basketball games, and all that stuff. And they're pretty neat. I know Punky got to go to the locker room after a game one time for the Badgers. They had that lined up, and he bought it. That was fun, for him. I didn't go, but him and his family went. And they had a good time, and it's a lot of fun. So
yeah,
we'll see.
So
see what we got.
To you guys on winning the points championship this year, a hard-fought battle, and also winning the 50th anniversary of the Badger State Tractor Pullers too. So that's one that's going to go in the record books forever for you guys. So congratulations to you guys once again.
Thank you.
And again, yeah, congratulations again. Good job.
Anybody else, Jason, you or Tim would like to thank before we send off here with a couple last things?
I mean, we just like to thank all of our, people that help us, Wyman and Riverside and our tire guys, Nichols and Chad, and all, like I said, the fans, you guys for putting it all on, and, just like I said, we did, and I'm glad we could get it done for the fans and the people that help us for this. So it's something we wanted to do. So can't say we'll try to chase it again, but it's a lot, So it'd be nice to have a weekend off.
It is. It's hard. It's a big commitment. It is. And I don't care what class you're in. It is a big commitment for any class you're in. It's work and stuff breaks or you're trying to make it better because you didn't do well that weekend. You want to work on it and make it better. Figure out why you're not winning. Yep. So
tonight's also the last night again. I don't know if you got that, Ryan. So the Points Championship apparel it closes tonight at midnight. You can jump on BSTP Facebook page for the link and order up all of your championship apparel for the 50th anniversary of the Badger State Tractor Pullers. On the back, it's got all the Points champions for 2024 on there. Shirts, sweatshirts, hats, you name it can be purchased, but it's got to be done by midnight tonight. So today's your Black Friday to get her done.
There's a lot of green on the back of that shirt.
Yep. There is. There's red on it though. Gray area, 466 Express, all cranked up. That's red.
Yep. So, all right. I want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing a little information about yourselves. And I hope to see you at the banquet, and we'll have some beers there and have some fun.
All right. Well, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jason, Tim.
Yep. Thanks, Tim. Would also like to thank Front Street Toys, Casper Egg, Slama Enterprises for helping us out with the down and dirty of the Badger State Tractor Pullers. So thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Yep. Thank you. See you later.